I've been thinking about why Qualfon has made such great strides in business. And I actually believe it's because of your own symbol that says strides. You know, the word symbol is from the Greek symbolion, which means to take a little of heaven and a little of earth and put it together. This is the power of strides and the power of that symbol. Let's look at the first one, service. Well, I told the CEO of Procter & Gamble just a few weeks ago that he was not in the business of goods and service, but good and service. That's really where business is going. And service is all about a reciprocity-based relationship. What I'm doing for them, the fact that I want to be treated the way they treat me, and I'm going to treat them the way I'd like to live my life. It's a relationship. That's what service is. You can't have service by just being one. You only can have service by helping another. The next stride is teamwork. And I'm a very big believer in the teamwork. I'm a big believer in Aristophanes, who said that we are only completed by another. Now, there he was talking about love, but for those of us who love our jobs, who love our callings, like the supervisors here at Qualfon, what that means is, am I building a relationship? And even if it's just for a minute, have I made that person feel like they're part of the team? Have I taken care of the people on each side of me? I see you looking at the other person, yeah. Is everyone on the same team? The next stride is results. And in every business, we need results. We need to see the culmination of what we worked for. We need to see something at the end of the day. We need to see those results. But those results are not just about numbers. It's about the number of people that you're positively impacting, that you're making their day just a little better, that you're taking a moment and making them smile, because those moments actually turn into lives. That's what our lives are, just a bunch of moments. See how important you are. I mean, you can actually change a person's whole attitude, their whole day, just by what you say. That's a result. Now, integrity, interesting word. Integrity, a lot of people don't realize what it really means. It means to be integral, to not show two faces or three faces, or in some cases 4 or 5, but to bring your whole self to work, to be who you were meant to be, to have all the parts working as one whole. That's the way Qualfon wants to work. It's also the way our souls, our minds, and our hearts want to work. Dignity. Gee, all of us want to feel like we can be ourselves. All of us want to know that the other person cares about us. We all want to be respected. Respected. And what does being respected mean? I think being respected means that we care about your growth. You care about their growth. And if you care about their growth, you need a knowledge of them in order to help them grow. You need to be coaches for their dreams. You know, the word disaster, split the word and you get disastra, which is Latin for not following your star. Your job is to help them follow their star and even find them. And speaking of hearts, maybe one of my favorite, if not my favorite stride, is encouragement. Because that's really our job, to encourage others. You as supervisors must be super action heroes. Your power is the power of encouragement, to encourage others to be like yourselves. I also love that stride because it's got the word courage in it, from the French word le cœur, which means heart. So basically what you guys are in charge of, you're in charge of hearts. That's a pretty big deal. And finally, and actually it's not a finally, it's actually the beginning of everything, is spirituality. There is nothing more powerful in our mind, in our body, than our mind and body being fueled, being ignited, being inspired, and being guided by our spirits. That's pretty cool. And though you can't see it, it's in operation all the time. It's really what makes companies move. It's what makes us move others and move us to a place that is heaven on earth. There's that symbol thing again. Strides, that symbol. A little bit of heaven, a little bit of earth. Now, I know what we do, and you know what you do. You make calls, and I know where Qualfon's going. It's getting bigger and better. But why? Why are we doing it? This is the question that we must answer. And we must think about our own responsibility with this question, not as the word responsibility the way we understand it, but the word response-ability. Our ability to respond to people's needs, to people's wants. Everyone who calls you has loved someone and lost something. We're all part of that same community. So what's the luckily? What's the luckily in the story of business? You are the luckily. Because business is now changing. Brands are becoming stands. Leaders who were tormentors are now becoming real mentors instead of tormentors. People are asking why. People want stories. And people want the privilege of being who they were meant to be. That's what people really want. They want to realize their own callings. How many of you have wished upon a star? Now, I know, look, I don't have to actually see those hands or see what's in your hearts. I know you all have. And though we're taught that the stars don't hear us, we actually know those stars do hear us. They do hear our dreams. They do hear our whispers. They do hear our desires. They do hear our goals. And when we reconnect with that magic, we reconnect with the most positive, most powerful force on earth, purpose. It's even more powerful than gravity, because gravity pulls stuff down. Purpose pushes things forward. Get in touch with your purpose, and you'll be able to push anything forward. Most importantly, your own lives. That's really what we want, right? I mean, that's really what Qualfon's about. Again, it's not just about call centers. It's about this center right here called your calling. Thanks.